Hey everyone, it's Jaden Daniels here, and welcome to another Q&A Thursday. Today's question is, how do I buy the correct domain for me? How to buy the best domain? So I'm going to answer that question, but before I do, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and go ahead and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I do a video. All right, now let's get started. First of all, I like to use GoDaddy. GoDaddy has great customer service, and believe me, because I bought a domain name one time, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and misspelled it. It got them on the phone. They refunded my money, and then I went and purchased the one spelled right. So they do have great customer service. And I'll share my screen in a minute and bring that up and show you how to use it. But before I do, let's just go ahead with some tips. The first tip is try to use .com. A lot of .coms are already taken, but if you can, use .com. The second tip is go ahead and keep it short. Keep your domain short. Try to 4 or 5 words at the most. And you want to make it where it's easy. It flows. What I mean by that, and okay, just let me go ahead and give you the next tip. Don't use words like there. Don't use words like to. That can be spelled differently. That confuses people, and you don't want to use those words in your domain. You try to not use, try not to have double letters. Every once in a while, it's going to be okay, because like my domain that I bought, I'm in Discover Hill, and so you want to use keywords to whatever business that you are promoting. Well, my domain is become free with Hill, and you become free with, you got the H at the end and then Hill. So there's two H's. You try to stay away from that, but sometimes it's okay as long as it flows. It's got to flow. And another tip is try to stay away from numbers. When people think about a website and you got the number one best online marketing, all right, is it number with the number one, or is it spelled out? That confuses people too. Stay away from hyphens. A lot of times people leave out the hyphens anyway, and then they're going to go to somebody else's site. So all these are just trying to help make sure people get to your site. When you tell somebody the name of your website, you want them to be able to remember it. Just like a radio ad, and you hear them say, um, go to this website and get your free whatever. If you cannot remember that domain, then it's useless. So if you try to, have a complicated one to remember, then it's just, that's why I'm getting tongue tied here, but that's why I'm saying just make it where it flows easier, and that people can really just can remember. They can put it to memory. Also, stay away from words that are easily misspelled. Now you can Google words that's easily misspelled, but the ones that are really easy to misspell, you want to stay away from, because they're going to misspell it when they're trying to put in your domain. That's really the main tips about creating a good domain. Now, I think another domain you should have is your name, if you can. Like, have my name is Jaden Daniels. I've had jadendaniels.com for years, probably at least 11, 12, even more years. I don't know exactly, but I pay for it every year just to keep it. And I have changed it so many times, believe me, just because when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing anyway, but now I got it where I'm adding to it. I like the way it looks now, and I'm adding to it, trying to add more pages and things like that. I got it in the back burner working on it. But what I'm saying is that's something that you can brand yourself. And people Google me right now. When you Google Jaden Daniels, it comes up with more. I think there's a couple of football players that's named Jaden Daniels too. That's what's coming up right now. And used to, I dominated the first and second page before these young fellas started dominating football. But it's okay, it's okay. Um, Another thing, when you go to search for your domain, I'm going to show you this in just a minute. You want to have a piece of paper handy, because you might You might come across one and it might be available and you might like it. Write it down. Write down the ones you've tried, that you try too. Because believe me, when I finally found Become Free with Heal, I had so many on the page. I probably had like 22 domains written down. A lot of them crossed out because they weren't available. It's just it's trial and error to see what's available and what's not. And if you like say you tried today and you didn't write it down and you tried like 20 domains, tomorrow when you come and you sit in front of the computer, you bring up GoDaddy and you're trying again, you're not going to remember exactly which ones you tried and which ones you didn't. And so that's just another tip that I have, because let's go ahead and go there. You'll see what I'm saying. It's just so easy to forget. Let me share my screen. All right. Let's go here. All right. Go to GoDaddy. So like right here, I'm going to put Become Free with Heal and search domain. I'm not signed in, so all right, you see that it's got my domain right here, and then it's also saying that you can buy it for $70. Well, you can't buy it because I'm not selling, but they try to let you know that it might be for sale, because some people buy a domain and do nothing with it. But as you can see with my domain, let me move this out of the way. There you go. If Become Free with Heal, I've got redirected to one of my capture pages for my business Heal. So you can do this too. Now there'll be another tutorial some other time. But what I'm saying is, just make sure you have the keywords in it. Oh, I'll just go back to GoDaddy. Okay. So say you want to do another one with Heal. HealYourLife.com, and you search it. And you see, once again, that's taken. And then you go back up here and you're like, let's see. Earn with Heal. .co is available, but I didn't put .com on that one, so let's just see. It's taken. But you see what I'm saying? If you make sure you always put the .com up there also. That, and I would be writing these down as I went, just so I would know. And just like if you put your name, if I put my name, and you look down, they got hyphenated. They got the dot. I don't know if .net's available anymore. It used to be. I used to own it too, but I gave it up. Let's see .net. Let's see if it's available. It's not available either. Oh, it is available. Okay, so .net's available. If you cannot get a .com, try to get a .net, because that's the next most popular one. And I'll see if there's anything else. I think that's it. You just need to, if you want to brand yourself, make sure you get your name. My daughter had to get her middle initial in her name because her name was taken, but that's okay. Just she keeps checking back. Let me see. I haven't checked my wife's name in a while to see if it's available. And it's taken. So once again, we keep checking back and forth, because if it comes available, we're going to grab it and keep it. But you can do that too. I guess that's all I have for you. Let me stop sharing my screen. Just, take these tips to heart. If, just make sure, try to keep it, domain short. Try to get a .com if you can. And, put some keywords in there. And I got my notes. I put them on my phone. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Because, no numbers. Told you that. Make sure it's, it's easy to spell. You want to, and make sure it's easy to pronounce. No hyphens. I think that's everything. That's everything that I had in my notes. So, all right, this has been a great Q&A Thursday. Join me next week for another Q&A Thursday. I have no idea what the question's going to be, so if you got any questions, please jot them down below in the comments or hit me up on Facebook. Either way. And if you haven't checked out the Training Tip Tuesdays, if you're into wellness, I got Wellness Wednesdays. So, and I got Mindset Mondays. So if you into any of those, I'll put some links in the description so you can check those out too. But until next time, I'm Jaden Daniels, and I hope you have a wonderful Thursday.